Hey, what's going on? Now, a while ago, I did talk about hard drives and, the different types of hard drives that are out there. You do have like solid state hard drives and, basic, hard disk drives like this or like this. Now, if you still have these type of hard disks, you know that there could be a time when they may not work properly, that they could have disk errors. And what you don't want is to have a situation where not only the disk doesn't start up, but the disk start giving you noises. Now, you could have various noises coming from a hard disk, but sometimes that determines if that hard disk is recoverable or if it's a wrap for that disk. So while you could either have a 3.5 or a 2.5 hard disk drive, there are different things that you could listen for when you try to read a disk drive when it's either connected directly on the desktop or laptop or through an external connection. Now we're going to go through a couple of these things and show you how a regular hard disk could basically sound, and those that either may have some errors or one that is basically kaput. Now this part of the video is going to be cut into separate parts. What I do have here right now is two 2.5 inch hard drives, and one will basically sound the same as it usually should, and one will have issues here. So what we're going to do is we're going to connect these to an external connection, and then after that you'll hear the sounds off of those and see the difference with a drive that works fine and a drive that there ain't no hope for it. Okay, bear with me here as we're going to connect one of those 2.5 inch hard drives onto the external the external base here, and what we're going to do is we're going to listen to that while it powers on here. So let's see here, you could barely see this thing here, Toshiba 2.5 hard disk, and we're going to connect it onto one of these connections, and then we're going to kind of power it up and then see what happens with it. So just bear with me here. We are going to switch it on. And you see that it comes on there. So you see that it's basically connected and everything like that. So that is one disc that doesn't have any issues there. So now we're going to see if we can connect the other 2.5 inch hard disk and see what happens with that. All right, here we are with another Toshiba hard disk, and this one should give us a different type of noise when it is being powered up here. So it should be different when it does turn on. So here we go. You can hear the clicks, and when you hear the clicks, that means it's not basically accessing the data on the drive, or it has issues trying to access the data on the drive. So you could pretty much say that it is a wrap for this disk. But there are many different type of noises that could basically show errors on the disk, whether it's clicks or beeps or anything like that. And if it does have that, then your hard drive definitely has issues there. So I mean, it could try to read the disk, but sometimes even when it tries to read the disk, you might not be able to access it on your your computer system here, because you see there is no additional disk showing up here at this particular point. So that shows that this thing is basically out of it. So if you want to see if you could detect any disk errors, you could just try to connect it to an external base or go somewhere that could try to check it out for you. Now, as far as like restoring data on disk like this, oh yeah, that's not really a good move, because that costs a lot of money, because they deal with very delicate stuff in order to either take out parts or repair parts and try to recover data. So it's kind of best to like I said in an earlier video, back up your data as often as you can, because once a hard drive is out, you might as well forget about it, because it costs way too much money, way above actually buying a hard disk in order to retrieve the data from that hard disk. So that's what I got here. JB Technology signing out.